The Mile High City is buzzing with a silence that feels heavier than any roar we have heard since 2012. You feel it in the air at Dove Valley right now. Everyone is waiting for that next massive shoe to drop, while the front office plays a dangerous game of poker with the roster. We have seen bombastic off-seasons before, but this relative inactivity is making everyone inside the building nervous. Something big is brewing beneath the surface, and the implications for this franchise could be massive. You better stay tuned because this silence is about to break very loudly. Devon Kane is the name that is suddenly setting the Denver rumor mill on fire as we approach the draft. The Miami Dolphins star is coming off a massive 1,300-yard season and is entering the final year of his rookie contract. While extension talks in Miami have reportedly stalled, the whispers about him being a trade piece are growing too loud to ignore. My sources indicate that the Broncos are monitoring the situation closely, even though the official word is quiet. The Dolphins have been having a fire sale, and Denver has already taken advantage of that once this year. But here is the problem. The price tag for a player of this caliber is reaching levels that would make any general manager sweat. We are talking about a Pro Bowl talent who is only 24 years old. He fits the explosive profile that this offense desperately needs to take the next step. However, the financial arithmetic is where things get complicated. Miami is swallowing massive dead money, and they cannot just give away every talented player they have left. But the pressure is mounting, and the Broncos are positioned to pounce if the price is right. Now it gets serious because a former Denver star like Aqib Talib is hinting that a blockbuster move is coming during the draft. Is it a Kane, or is there someone else even bigger on the radar? The tension is building because the compensation required to pry him away from Miami would be astronomical. We are looking at premium draft capital plus a massive new contract extension immediately upon arrival. This would not be a simple depth move. It would be a franchise-altering investment that changes the entire trajectory of the backfield. But as we dig deeper into the actual numbers, a hidden factor emerges that might just derail this entire plan before it even starts. The team has been very specific about their spending limits lately, and this move would shatter every precedent they have set during this offseason. It leaves us wondering if George Payton is actually ready to pull the trigger on a deal that could define his legacy in Denver for years to come. If you are truly following this team every day, then you know that these rumors are never just smoke without a fire nearby. Real fans already know that staying ahead of the news is the only way to understand what is happening inside the facility. We are so close to hitting our goal of 500 subscribers, and your support helps us keep bringing these insider updates to you. Do you think the Broncos should actually pay the high price for a star running back right now? Hit that like button and subscribe to join the inner circle today. J.K. Dobbins is the reality that currently sits in the Denver backfield, and he complicates every single rumor involving another high-priced runner. The Broncos already gave Dobbins a significant 4x raise that puts him on the books for $8 million this year. But what if I told you this is not even the biggest problem facing the front office? We know for a fact that Denver previously backed away from Travis Etienne when his asking price hit $14 million a year. So why would the arithmetic suddenly change for someone like a Kane who is demanding even more? The internal logic at Dove Valley has been about fiscal responsibility and rebuilding through the draft. Suddenly pivoting to a massive trade and extension for a running back would contradict everything they have done over the last 6 months. J.K. Dobbins is supposed to be the lead guy, but the health concerns and the short-term nature of his deal keep the door slightly cracked for a long-term solution. The pressure is on the scouting department to decide if they want to use their limited draft picks on a proven veteran or keep hunting for younger, cheaper talent. If they move for a big name, it sends a clear signal that the rebuilding phase is over and they are going all in for a playoff run immediately. But the risk of overpaying at a position with high turnover is keeping the front office up at night. They are looking at the dead money situation in Miami as a cautionary tale while trying to balance the need for more playmakers. The connection between the two teams is undeniable, and the trade history is there to support a deal. However, the salary cap constraints are real, and the team is already projecting compensatory picks for 2027 that they do not want to lose. Every move they make right now is being scrutinized under a microscope by the league and the fans. The question remains, is the talent upgrade worth the financial sacrifice and the loss of future assets that are vital for a sustainable roster? The front office is currently facing two very distinct paths that will determine the identity of the Broncos for the next decade. Scenario A involves staying the course of disciplined spending and using the upcoming draft to find the next generation of stars without sacrificing future cap space. This path relies heavily on the scouting department and the development of current players like J.K. Dobbins. Scenario B is the aggressive move that Aqib Talib is hinting at, which would involve a draft day blockbuster for a veteran like a Chain or a high-profile rookie. This move would ignite the fan base and provide an immediate boost to the offense, but it comes with the risk of repeating past mistakes where the team gave up too much for a single player. The consequences of this decision are immense. If they overpay and the player underperforms or gets injured, the team is stuck with a massive contract and no draft picks to fix the roster. On the other hand, being too passive could lead to another mediocre season where the offense lacks the explosive playmakers needed to compete in a tough AFC West. The strategic context here is vital because Sean Payton is known for wanting specific archetypes at the running back position. He needs someone who can catch the ball out of the backfield and create mismatches in space. Shane fits that mold perfectly, but the price might be higher than the team is willing to pay. There is also the possibility that the big move is actually a trade-up in the first round for a quarterback or an elite edge rusher. The deadline of the draft creates a sense of urgency that forces these decisions into the light. We are seeing a front office that is being very calculated. But the pressure to win in Denver is always present. They have to decide if they are building for 2026 or trying to win in 2024. The history of this franchise shows that they aren't afraid to be bold when they see a chance to improve. However, the current cap situation and the recent trades have left them with very little room for error. Every dollar and every pick must be used with maximum efficiency to avoid another cycle of rebuilding. Being a Broncos fan means living through these moments of intense uncertainty where the future of the franchise feels like it is hanging in the balance. We have seen the legends arrive and we have seen the blockbuster trades fail, but the passion for this team never wavers. Whether the front office decides to pull the trigger on a massive trade or continues this unique path of inactivity, the goal remains the same: returning the Mile High City to its rightful place at the top of the NFL. This offseason has been unlike anything we have covered in over a decade, and that usually means a major revelation is just around the corner. We are standing on the edge of a decision that will define the Sean Payton era. Do you believe the front office has a secret plan that we haven't seen yet? Or are you worried that being too quiet will leave us behind the rest of the division? The identity of this team is forged in these tough decisions and the loyalty of the fans who ride with them through every rumor and every trade. We need to know where you stand on this. Is the risk of a high-priced trade worth the potential reward of a Pro Bowl playmaker in our backfield? Your voice matters in this community, and we want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. We are all in this together, watching the clock tick down toward the draft and waiting for that one move that changes everything. Make sure you stay locked in here because when that news breaks, we will be the first to break it down for you from the inside out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to help us reach our 500 subscriber milestone. It is because of fans like you that we can keep doing this deep dive analysis. Keep the faith, Broncos country, because the draft is coming and the rumors are only going to get louder from here. What is your final prediction for the big move Talib is talking about? Let us discuss it below and get ready for a wild ride in the Mile High City.